Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Stepdle puzzle. Today apparently is namesake day, so I'm going to be using some words connected with famous nils. You've got Nerdle Nil here, so of course I'm going to celebrate other nils. The first one is a little bit of a cheat, but I can't guess nil because it's capitalised, so it won't accept it. But I want to try those 4 letters, so we're going to try line to start with. That's not given us too much to go on, has it? Eventually I'll get the E in the right place. There we go. I'm still struggling to get the other letters. Could be a duplicated E, that would be a bit annoying. But it wasn't, which was less annoying. Right, we will move on to space in honour of course, Neil Armstrong, first man on the moon, and Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist. They both deal with space. And that's really not paid any dividends. I knew that was going to happen, and I don't have a backup word for the 5-letter one in case I got 5 greys. I should have brought one along. Still only 1 letter correct, and it's not in the correct place. So this is filth, this is. Okay, so we've got the I and the T correct. Could be a duplicated T. Is Neil witty? Very good. We will move on to author in honour of Neil Gaiman, or Gaiman, I don't know how you pronounce his name. He's written Sandman and Coraline. I don't think I've actually read any of his books, but he is a well-regarded author for sure. And author has helped us, hasn't it? It's given us 4 letters out of 6. It's a shame none of them's in the right place, but we can't have everything. Let's try throne. Let's try throne. What are the odds of that? I got the right word, just a homonym. And we will move on to the 7-letter one. We will finish with janitor in honour of Neil Flynn. You might know the name, or sorry, you might not know the name, but you might know the face. He was the janitor in Scrubs. So, and he was also in The Middle and several other very famous TV shows. So definitely deserves to be commemorated in this puzzle, so I've gone for janitor. We've got 2 letters correct, so it could have been worse. Let's try an ED ending. I do need to use the O and the N somewhere, of course. Snowed is the first thing that springs to mind, but that's of course not long enough. Is there something that is long enough? Let's just try spooned. I don't like using a duplicated O, but it's the first thing I thought of that actually works. And it's turned out to be a bad idea, because we don't have anything in the correct position still. So, how is this word going to end? How is this word going to start? I've got hardly any information still. Could it be an word? The O is very restricted. If it is a UN beginning, then the O is probably going to be 5th. We would have to use the O and the E, so I would think it would be something like that, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to think of anything that fits that pattern. So let's get rid of the beginning, the unlikely beginning, you might say. About a CO ending, a beginning, because then we don't have to worry about the O anymore. Can't be condemn, because we've just ruled out the D, that's a shame. Because it does use new positions for the E and the N, so it would be a useful word, but it can't be correct, sadly. And it can't be comment or commend. Is there anything that works that doesn't use letters that we've already ruled out? I suppose there must be. That's the whole point of this game. I'm gonna go for comments. Again, I know it can't be correct, but it will just keep us moving. Oh, right, so the O is going to be there, isn't it? Surely it's going to end with the E. So then what are those middle letters? We could have a duplicated E, but we can't have an O, second, third or fourth. Interesting. Doesn't have to have the E at the end, of course. It could be second or third, but it just feels so unlikely. But then everything feels unlikely. I don't know what this word is. Which is a shame. Cub zone. I don't think that's a word. How about if the E is there then? We would still probably want the O to be there. Chevron doesn't quite work. Uses the H and the V, which are possibilities. But I don't know what that fourth letter would be. That's the problem here. Well, I don't know what the second, third or fourth letters are, so we've got lots of problems. Oh, we could have a duplicated C, I suppose. I don't really know how that would help us. Oh, we could have an N there as well. That's not a word, is it? Oh, I don't know what to do. This is a difficult one. We whizzed through the first three mostly, but this one is proving a little bit more difficult. How about if it's a U? How about if it's a U there? Then it would have to be something like that at the end. That looks like it should be a word. Well, I think I'm just thinking of consume, which obviously it can't be either. I might just have to go for another thing that I know can't be correct just to get more information. Which again, I really don't like doing. Right, what do I want to know? I want to know if it's got a U, and I want to know if it's an O-N-E ending. So can I combine those two things into one guess? I'm not sure I can. I can just think of Cubone. Is that a Pokemon? That's probably not going to be correct. It's only got 6 letters for a start. Okay. Let's just try consume. It's not correct. At least, okay, so we do have the E at the end, and we don't have a U. Oh, I should have tried a word with 2 E's. Because then I'd know if it's... Because none of those can be an O, and they can't be an A, I, or U either. So it has to end like that. Surely it's got a... Oh, it's got a Y. That's the thing that I hadn't considered. Cyclone. 5435. Not a great performance today, actually. 5432 would have been a really nice pattern, but I was never going to think of cyclone that quickly. So, I mean, I still had 3 guesses left. It was quite safe. So, happy namesake day. Hello in particular to all the Nils out there. That's the Stepdle puzzle for today. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.